Hello, my name is Daniel G. Wilson, and this is DGAW Interviews. Today, on DGAW Interviews, I'll be interviewing Surges.
We're Surges.
Yes.
Surges? Oh, so you guys are from Eastern Europe.
No. That's we are electrical, like the electricity Surges, not like the dude from Eastern Europe Surges. SURGES. .ca. Go to surges.ca and check us out.
We're a band.
Peter does our
web stuff.
Yeah.
He's our internet guy.
AKA the geek. We're kind of flubbery right now. We just finished playing a set at Rock the Coliseum 2015, 10-year anniversary of the show, and it was pretty good, if I should say so.
It's not over yet, folks. Well, by the time you watch it, it is.
Yeah.
But come next year, and the year after that.
And the year after that, and the year after that. Now, Peter, my first question to you, Peter, Harmony Love Division.
Yes. That's not a question, that's the name of another band I'm
Or
in
is
with
it?
this guy. But that could be a question, so...
He got it out of you, though.
Yeah, he did. Alright, talk about it?
Well, yes, Harmony Love Division, and not only Harmony Love Division, but you explain Harmony Love Division and the whole thing of having something thrown in your face.
Oh, that one, okay. So in that band, I play guitar, and Fudge plays drums in both bands, and the singer of that band, Mr. Dave, he likes to put a dildo in my face sometimes when we are playing.
Now, Peter, explain what a dildo is.
A dildo is a silicone, usually, object. There are glass dildos as well, and other ones I'm sure. That is phallus-shaped, usually very specifically shaped like the male genitalia. And the reason for this is because people like to put it in their butts. Inside their butts, and other people like to put it inside their, well, in the UK it's called fanny.
Okay.
And some people like Dave, the singer from Harmony Love Division, likes to put it in my mouth when we are on stage sometimes, because that's kind of what that band is all about.
And Dave always asks before he does it, right?
Of course, consent is very important.
Absolutely.
Always get consent before you put a silicone phallic object inside somebody's
Body.
I'm all out of...
Body?
If it's wrapped in
Yes.
sandpaper, do you still have to ask?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you always have to ask.
There you have it, guys.
Now, you also in that band have performed several times in Nothing But Thongs. What was your inspiration for doing that?
Wear shoes too, though.
Yeah, I usually wear shoes, but yeah.
That came about because the first show we played with our bass player, we were playing a metal show, and Dave and I decided we wanted to fuck with everybody, so we decided to go buy thongs for everybody.
See, that band always played in a different costume every time he played. And the costume for that night happened to be thongs, and since then it kind of stuck, and we've done it a lot of times. We're kind of, I mean, we don't play as often as we used to, but we're kind of moving away from that to try to get back into the try to do other things instead of being known for that one thing. It's like I like to describe HLD as like a shock rock, cock rock band, and it's. But anyways, that's Harmony Love Division. This is Surges. So let's get these guys involved.
No. We got lots of time. We got 7 more hours.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Pace yourself.
my next question is also again for you, Peter. You went to a burlesque party on June the 26th,
Okay,
2007.
Okay, so what was that? You had the date there 10 years ago, was it?
2007,
Oh.
8 years ago.
Yeah, no, I know the ones because they're on my Facebook in my photos, and like I haven't put up new photos in like forever, so they're in there. Yeah, burlesque party. He was there. Were you there?
No.
There's just us.
That's some pictures.
We are all perfectly acceptable and okay with thongs and penises and boobies and barebacks and
Sorry, what?
bare bellies. Yeah, bareback is a different meaning. That's not what I meant.
Sorry,
No ankles.
No, ankles though.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I have the motto that, not a motto, but this saying that female nudity is usually erotic, but male nudity is always hilarious.
That is true. Yeah. All right. My next question is for the whole band. Denzel. Now, out of curiosity, is this referring to Denzel Washington by any chance, or just the name Denzel?
The coolest man in
It's
Hollywood
just
cinema.
coincidence.
just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence.
Worked
Yeah.
out well, you know. It's coincidental that, you know, we named it Denzel, and
You just
it's
have
about
to-
him. But
yeah.
and then Denzel Washington, I guess. So yes, to answer your question, yes, Denzel is about Denzel Washington.
Very cool.
Not President Denzel Washington.
President Denzel, yes. Thank you. Yes, President Denzel Washington.
All right. Now, my question is also this. Describe your sound exactly. I know that your sound is very much what I'm looking for. It kind of sounds like someone took 2000, like late 90s pop punk, the cool 90s pop punk, and
So
put it in a blender
Talking about
with,
Blink-182, right? The cool shit?
yeah,
Excellent.
and put it in a blender, and put it in a blender with, I put it in a blender basically with like the most extreme music that comes out of like hardcore punk rock you could imagine, filtered through noise, and then put into a souffle with noise rock.
The souffle is a very important process because the cheese is what makes our sound. And it's got to be just, the crust has to be just nice and light, but there's definitely got to be some crust there. But you want the savoriness of herbs.
I'd say probably the hardest part was finding a blender big enough to fit Blink-182 in. That was pretty difficult.
But at least we answered the question, will it blend? The
Yeah.
answer is yes.
Yes, they will.
It will.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. We've described our sound in lots of different ways.
We've been in lots of different bands and listened to a lot of different kind of music, and when like 15 years of listening to like loud music, it's so hard to settle on we're gonna do this, but we're trying to have some kind of concise sound. A lot of our songs are pretty different. I guess they're kind of all generally loud, so that links them together.
I think what's cool is that, if you were to ask each of us, name some bands we sound like, I don't think a single one of us would name the same band. So we all kind of have this different take on what we sound like, and it really makes us have this unique sound, in my opinion.
Smash Mouth, Sugar Ray,
Beyonce.
Beyonce,
See? Nobody's naming the same
Kelly
thing.
Clarkson from
Engelbert
Yeah, see, there you go.
Humperdinck.
See, I don't hear Kelly, but
Ben. We got a little bit of Ben Folds. A little bit of Ben.
see, that's your
Because
opinion.
Chris has a very pretty singing voice. You know?
Yes, he does.
It's a craft. You got to work hard at it. It just doesn't show up one day to get pipes, to do the runs, to hit every note perfect. You got to wake up. You got to live it. You got to be it.
He did, for sure.
Yeah. And that goes back to the souffle. You're eating, regurgitating, eating again, and that's just the musical process of yeah.
All right. I have to say, you guys sound great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am happy. I am happy. You should have a warning though for people with their ears though.
We warned everyone of our mellow summertime jams that were coming their way, so I saw actually a little girl walking by the stage just like, what is this?
What happened to,
Oh, after we played, some girl came over the scooter and was like, excuse me, you guys are too loud, I couldn't concentrate. And Stacia gave her a dirty look, and I laughed so hard.
She's my wife.
She's like, bitch, please. I was like, oh, don't talk to me.
I'll handle this, guys.
I got this. You motherfucker, come here.
Oh dear. Okay then. Chris, Microsoft 3D Movie Maker and Microsoft Windows 95.
Yeah, it's good time of my life. Me and Peter actually, we when we were like 13 or 12,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, we'd have lots of sleepovers, use Microsoft 3D Movie Maker to just like make awesome
To us then.
to everybody. If people saw this, if we could somehow recapture it, you can open up a Microsoft 3D Movie Maker studio, hire some interns, get in production, some serious stuff. Learning. Can we curse?
We already have.
Learning baloney on Encarta, and so many CD-ROMs. Rebel Salt 2. It's a good time playing that. Raptor.
One was
One Must Fall.
Yeah.
Return Fire at Mike's house.
Yeah.
Lots of Doom. I'm not really talking just listing out video games now, but we definitely love video games. All of our songs have video game references. Like me and Peter used to play Cabal a lot. We weren't very good, so we needed the Game Genie, hence where the song title Game Genie came from.
Yeah. And also, we thought that bass riff really like came from, like, inspired by and sounds like that.
The synth line in Cabal.
Yeah. He's really good at imitating NES.
Nice.
Have one inside me. It's just got it done. It's awesome.
Sometimes you just need to blow the cartridge.
Mega Man.
Yes.
So hard. Mega Man, you're so mean. So mean.
Chris, Frankie Town.
Oh yeah. Nickname from a long time ago. Just playing in the van I spoke, and we were driving to like Orangeville or somewhere really north.
Orangeville's not that
Okay, so shows to you
driving.
how good my memory is.
It's like a half-hour drive from here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wherever you were going.
No, we're Ottawa. So, okay, that makes sense. On the way to Ottawa. Okay, so before I get to that part, we're driving in like an empty U-Haul van. It's February and very cold, icy. We're all like just whoever's not driving is in a sleeping bag. And we're just like packed in like sardines and sausages. And I don't know. I think I was kind of sick, and I had like I was getting kind of delusional for some reason. And then Chris Woodford's like, "Hey guys, we're passing Franktown," and I started yelling out "Franktown," jumping all over the place and bouncing off the walls, and we were still driving, and the roads were icy. Then a car flipped, and we were all escaped. That didn't happen, but yeah. Then they called me Franktown, and then a lot of people stopped calling me Franktown, and then sometimes randomly, someone will call me up like, "Oh yeah, okay." 2003.
And it's kind of sometimes also shortened into just town.
Between us, Fudgetown, Franktown, we have a little entertainment business on the side.
Town and Town
Catering.
Incorporated.
If you want a pizza pie, we'll load it with any toppings you like.
And then we'll eat it ourselves.
And you watch. You can only eat some afterwards
If there's any left.
if you're
And
a
if
paying
we,
customer.
and if we like the toppings you chose.
But surprise, we actually made an extra pizza. It's even better, and then you'll love it. Come to our wedding venues. Get married with us. We'll hit you. Do it right.
Speaking of pizza, actually, there was actually an event held last year, I believe, where someone where someone basically said they were going to be in the park and they were going to invite people to watch them eat an entire pizza by themselves. Yeah.
Just one pizza?
Yeah.
That's
What, and a bunch of people showed up?
No.
that's not hard.
Gather around everyone.
Are we talking like
Something
a
is about to
or
happen.
like
But
a
do you have like a large, or
A
it's
large
like,
pizza.
It's like 2 pizzas, 3 pizzas?
Oh, just
Because
one.
A large is like whenever you get drunk and you watch fucking nonsense on TV and eat a pizza. look at us. Clearly, everyone was is eating at least one large pizza by ourselves.
But that's like, so hold on, there was, you said there was an event where this happened.
Yeah.
Like this was like something advertised, like come to the park and watch me eat a pizza?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Was that one of us?
No, it was
Do that during the set,
Adrian from Terry Green. He had an event like that. I almost went to that actually. It was busy that day.
Yeah, well, sitting at home doing nothing is busy that day if that's the other option. But, that reminds me of, I'm a big fan of crowdfunding things, and somebody, I think it was about last year or something like that, somebody crowdfunded, I think it was potato salad.
It was potato salad.
Potato salad. I thought that was hilarious. This guy's like, oh, I'm looking to get, I don't know, $500 or something so I can make this potato salad.
Just to make it? Or to
Well,
eat
he
it?
was gonna like make enough for everyone who contributed, and then
Mail it
give them
out.
out. And then what ended
Standard
up happening?
meal. No refrigeration.
And what ended up happening was like he got like tens of thousands of dollars of people contributing that wanted to eat his potato salad. It was insane. This guy, and as far as I know, I kind of stopped following it, but I think I recall that he actually followed through and made potato salad and sent it out to everyone who contributed. But I may be making it up. I can't recall. I hope that that's what happened.
This has been Legends of the Internet.
Potato salad.
Next question.
Carnage.
Chris, you were in the Mississauga News on May 15, 2002 with your band Radiation Kill.
Our band.
Just Radiation K, not Radiation Kill.
There's no kill in there?
No, just Radiation K.
Guess one was a kill there somewhere.
No.
Oh, that might have been Kill Mannequin?
Kill Decibel.
Kill Decibel? No, I don't know.
Well,
But no,
Kill's
the K did not stand for anything.
Oh,
I thought it stood for Car.
wow. Why did I think that? So, Radiation KS. Was that exciting for you guys?
It was a very good time for us. God, man, psychedelic drugs.
Oh man.
Just going to the library every day, just getting wasted, reading Clifford books. Oh, shit.
Those Clifford books are awesome, man.
Honestly, Radiation K feels like that long ago.
Year's 1967. Mississauga, hot summer day.
Did Mississauga exist in '67?
Existed, maybe wasn't.
Wasn't it the '70s that it?
I think it existed. It started to exist.
Industry is booming. The year is 1976. Mississauga is producing more dildos than any other country in Canada. Rolling them out. Supporting the nation.
Industry, science, and technology. Big man putting screwdrivers into things, turning them and adjusting them. Build your own atom storage box, and it really, really works.
Are you building an interhouse right there?
No. Sorry, I saw a movie. We've known each other for a very long time.
We take the nerd rock very seriously. We don't just put thick frame glasses on and call ourselves nerds. We gotta live it, gotta be it.
Live that life.
If anyone figure out what movie that is from, contact us at, no, I didn't. Did you say it? I don't know. If we did, this would be really easy. But if you could figure out what movie it is, contact us at surges.ca, one of our social media things, and you will win absolutely nothing.
No, we will come to your house and talk to you about movies like that. Fudge isn't into nerd shit, so he won't come.
I'm
But he'll
busy-
come.
I'm busy that
If
day.
you order a pizza, he'll come too. We'll hang.
Oh, more wrestling.
Pizza, beer, and wrestling, and I'm in.
You're wrestling. He's a wrestling nerd. So we're all nerds of some sort.
That's fair. That's
We're
fair.
nerds of the human race.
Yeah, we got that.
Nerds are awesome.
Nerds are sexy. We're also jocks. We love our sports. We sport so hard. Sport all over you tonight.
Yikes.
Kanye West.
Lavowich?
Yep.
Yeah. The year is 1968. Man, we hated the shit out of each other, but damn, we rocked. I don't know. It was a great time. I don't know. It was a good time going to Josh's wedding, lead singer of the band. He's getting hitched September, I believe, on the 6th. Josh and Steph. See you there, guys. Okay.
Yeah, you got a tattoo of the logo of that band and then covered it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Paid $50. Like you really did a good job, but it just wasn't finished. And, thank you. And
Don't pay $50 for a tattoo. It's probably not going to be that great.
Unless it's like,
No, even then, don't pay $50 for a tattoo. Poor decisions.
don't invest in, don't try and save money on body modifications or raw meats or nuclear waste. You just gotta get your premium stuff. Plutonium, I get the B-grade stuff. I don't know about you. You're kind of a purist. You get the top plutonium.
yeah, got to be the best, yeah.
Only buy your plutonium grade A, kids. Okay, very interesting. Now, Chris, you work for Medieval Times.
I did, up until a couple weeks ago, because I wanted to play this show, and worked Medieval Times in another job, and I had to let it go. They've been awesome. It was good times.
Oh.
Just everything is awesome.
But
But Fudge worked at Medieval Times.
Cool.
Peter came to Medieval Times.
Twice. Yeah. Both birthdays. Not mine.
So if you want the inside scoop on Medieval Times,
they have really good tomato soup. I like their tomato soup.
I guess that's
They have
that's the nitty gritty behind working there.
I don't know if I remember. Anyways, it's been a while since.
Anything you've seen in the media about Medieval Times is completely accurate. We have a Janine Garofalo at every location. It was featured in SpongeBob,
Oh yeah.
except they called it Medieval Occasions.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it does pretty well just on like pop culture references alone. Like, oh, we should go to that place from that Jim Carrey movie from 1995.
That movie came out in 96.
96. Was Liar Liar 95? No, that was 97.
I think that was 96 too. You're talking about Cable Guy. Cable Guy was 96. Cable Guy was 96, I think.
$500 for an album. Ton. $500 for an album.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm a Bandcamp. Yeah, I can't remember if it's like, you can only purchase it and pay $500, because that would be really self-destructive, but
You have to pay $500.
I wouldn't put it
right?
past us if that was the case.
I think the idea of like bands that put stupid high prices on Bandcamp, because I've seen it before, not just on, but like a bunch that do it. It's like they don't want you to buy it,
Oh, we want your $500. I'm still waiting.
No, not my band.
Speaking of ton, I have to ask, Daryl sucks. Why?
I think Daryl's alright.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
He's a good dude.
At the time, though, of the making of that song all those years ago, why did he suck?
I don't know. It's like the kind of opposite of saying he sucks, but he doesn't suck. I don't know.
Did he write that song?
What's that?
Did he write that song?
We all wrote it together, and he approved of the title. Thought it was funny, or maybe he was just letting us get away with that. Thought it was funny, or no. Daryl, love you, man.
Daryl's dad. There's a song named after a reaction he had coming in hearing you guys practice.
Oh
one day.
yeah. That I can solidly answer. We jammed a lot in Daryl's parents' basement. They're very accommodating, but it can only take so much, realistically. If I had that kind of BS in my house all day. Weekends, trying to have a nice relaxing Saturday in the balcony. And as you hear is like, you know, that young kid jazz music. I don't know. Daryl, one day Daryl's dad came downstairs. It was like, oh God, we gotta come home after a hard day at work to this bullshit. Fuck you. I don't think he told us to fuck ourselves, but that kind of direction was implied, but you know, understandable. I was like, quiet home.
All right.
We jammed. We had that reaction with your dad once too.
Yeah.
On Radiation K days.
Yeah.
We used our PA speaker system that we used was your surround sound on the walls.
That was a bad idea. We were young and dumb, and so I don't think it ever recovered.
we were still doing like pop punk at that time, but I was kind of like in this screamo category also, and I wanted to like scream in that band. Like, oh, I gotta scream everything, or else it's not hardcore. And then your dad came down and
Radiation came
like, just like some of the songs had some like, you guys are assholes. Like, now, understandable. 15 years later, you know, people are gonna let you play in their house. You know, maybe play some cool jams.
Well, now no one lets us play in in basements anymore. We're all adults, so you know we gotta go to a jam space.
Do it at a fight club.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah. In the wall, in the wall, the PA was in the wall. The house is at the wall.
Yeah, built-in like speakers, like just for watching, like
For watching TV, right? It was just in like a rec room basement.
getting surround sound on GoldenEye.
Yeah,
That's intense.
Fast
Yeah,
and
it
Furious.
was pretty cool. It was like,
The video game GoldenEye, of course,
yeah.
and the movie.
Well, yeah, the movie was good, but the
This is
video.
Zenya. Let me see this.
Zenya, I can't breathe.
Tastes like strawberries.
Chris, Andre.
Cool cat. He moved to Montreal. He was in the Lava Witch.
I love his solo stuff too.
Yeah, I saw he just released like a little pretty serious lick on Facebook, and it was really, really good.
Was it? I saw it, but I haven't like I bookmarked it to watch it.
Watch it, listen to it. All of you out there in Radio Land.
Andre Ontario.
Very
Formerly
cool.
Ghost Hands, formerly Andre Pants.
He was the Lava Witch.
Yep.
Union of Uranus.
It's a screamo band.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played with them. I don't think. Can't name drop them. They're good. I can't recall any of their songs at this time, but definitely one of the first early screamo bands. I think.
Yes.
Like when you were around the Mohinder age, and
Yes.
yeah, I dig it. I busted out some of my screamo albums the other day. I listened to Funeral Diner, a 10-inch release. Mix some Godspeed in there. You know, it's good to throw back a couple 10-year jams and records.
It's always
If you
good.
don't- If you don't own records, it's a great way to enjoy music because you're not shuffling through songs and playlists. You can sit down and experience, you know, the whole album as it was meant to be. I know that's old-fashioned now, but it's also making a resurgence. Searches name in the interview.
Whoa,
Whoa, they said it.
I was wondering what we were talking about.
Yeah.
You guys were recently interviewed by Open Saturated Brain.
Oh yeah. So this is our second interview. First live interview.
That was more of a review.
Review. Okay.
Review, sorry.
Okay, so
review.
Yeah, nobody asked me.
It was review, yes, sorry.
I talked to him on
about that,
Facebook
that's right.
and said thank you, and I guess that was kind of like an interview. So I'll copy and paste that in
That was pretty
under
good.
testimonials. Hey guys, here's a review. Thanks, man.
That took us like, it took me by surprise because he reviewed a set that we did like months later.
That was,
Oh, guys, my ecstasy's wearing off.
But he's joking, kids. Don't do drugs. Anyway, so I don't know. But
It was a good show that he reviewed.
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
I was very happy.
Excellent show.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Dundas video.
14 Magpie
was
Tap.
playing in the back. That was
It's an awesome venue. Our kind of place. They have old school video game consoles,
beers.
beer, yeah. So like, I'm not really a bar guy, but you know, if you fill a place up with video games and like have cool 80s horror movies, that's my kind of spot. I like that stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of your music and, well, yes, returning back to your current musical project, Surges, your band, I have to ask, I'm very interested to know when your CDs are coming.
Soon.
We're like kind of like, you know, past making albums and stuff. We're, just, like,
The only way you can
we're gonna
experience.
sell leather boots,
Yeah. Other people.
finely crafted.
I'll take a pair.
The only way you can enjoy our music is by buying the actual music.
T-shirt.
We're going to put like music on notes and staff, so you can put it at the piano. You can enjoy it.
Yeah,
Nice
play it if you
glass
wanna.
of scotch and a couple ice cubes in it. I guess is that how people drink scotch? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of the releases will be edited to be lounge friendly. That's something we all agree on. But in reality, you know, probably do like a digital release, maybe a tape release. Oh, guys, I gotta go. And
He's joking.
what an asshole.
We want to do it, but we've
I'd
got
love to
no.
have a record.
Yeah, we've got no firm plans right now.
I
So.
think by end of year is the tentative plan.
Alright.
But with everyone being grown-ups and too busy, it's hard to find all of us time and find someone we want to work with.
Gotta make the time, man.
Anyway, for now you'll have to settle with the
These nuts.
couple live off the floor recordings that we've got on
Come to our show.
SoundCloud, and those songs will have to do you until you come out to every single one of
Feel
our
free to
shows.
bootleg our performances and then
Yes.
let's make an album out of that.
Yeah, and send them to us. 'Cause we want them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything to that. I'm not saying anything. I just have a camera. I mean, who knows what I can do? Anyways, so you guys have all been members of like the Mississauga music community for years. I know this isn't for each of you individually. This is not your first time coming to the Rock Coliseum. So how to say this event and just the scene in general has evolved over the years that you guys have been involved in it?
Wow, that's a question.
I mean, I've been here every single year that it's been on, and I think this is the best year so far.
Because we played it, right?
Yeah, because we played it. So.
All right.
I'll second that.
It's a great festival. There's always a good mix of independent artists and bands that you've never heard of, and then a couple bands that you love and are going there to see.
Surges.
Yeah, like Surges. Yeah, I guess we're kind of in the middle right now of that.
The band that everybody loves, they just don't fucking know it yet.
Yeah, that's right. But as far as the scene in general, I mean, I guess it's had its ups and
It
downs.
does this.
Yeah, like anything else.
In the last
has-
20 years, it's gone through a few changes.
There's the sad time in like 06 or something when the lodge closed, because the lodge was like the heart of the scene in Mississauga for ages, and it reopened again though, so there's a new generation of kids putting on shows there. It's great. It's awesome. maybe we can get in there as, you know, as old as these kids' dads or whatever, but we can still play as the dad band. Have them
Oh, we totally could.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, we're dads. But I guess there's only one of us as a dad. Well, we can all pretend to be a dad.
I consider you
I don't
all
want to be called daddy.
my fathers. You raised me since I was a young pup. You rescued me out of that cold winter's bog. I was eating my leg.
I can't believe I just failed drinking on camera.
Drink fail. So we're gonna do like a wet t-shirt scene after this.
We just did. Wet pants scene. Hey guys, I wet my pants.
Don't give me ideas.
We will do anything.
All right. Huh, cool. Worst gift.
Yes.
The worst gift I ever received.
Yeah,
I
we've
think it was. I think it was a present from Chris one year. He got me a shitty Christmas present. I'm unhappy with it.
I am a master of shooting Christmas presents. If there's something you don't like, I will get it for you. Guaranteed.
I don't like Fender Stratocasters. I don't like Stratocasters.
Oh yeah, I'll show you.
Or bass strings or nothing.
I'm gonna
like
take
that.
on a second job and then we'll see who's laughing now.
One year, I wrote my sister's name in Lego and gave it to her. But they were my blocks, so I couldn't do that.
I was referring more to the band worst gift.
yeah, we played with them at the that show that was reviewed that we were talking about a few minutes ago.
Those guys are evidence that Daryl does not suck. But, it's a great guy.
They also had a release very similar to Ton where you had an album out for $1,000.
It's worth it.
It works. It's a proven system. You know, why waste your time selling to all these chumps out there when you got a super chump out there with 1,000 grand, candy bars and little sour keys and potato chips. Humanly, they were good.
All right. Autumn Woodsman.
Oh yeah. That was a good, fun time. My friend Tom Hodgins, Daryl played in that band too for a while. We had a Commodore 64 as the synth. It was very finicky. Like if you tap it the wrong way, just did not play live well, but it sounded so good. Thank you. And yeah, it was a very noisy act, kind of like this. Really kind of was listening to the Flaming Lips a lot at that time, so it's kind of like, I don't know, psychedelic, hippie, hardcore, indie pop, Commodore 64 chord. Yeah, it was good times. We played in a senior citizen's home.
Really?
In the basement, yeah.
Oh.
The seniors.
And one of the seniors upstairs came down and was like, "Oh, I thought Pearl Jam was on." Like, yes, we're Pearl Jam actually. Oh, I love you guys.
Jeremy Smoker.
That was good. That was. Oh, and I didn't have. My guitar setup at that time was for the amps, like 4 combo amps all like kind of daisy chained together. It was just the best kind of setup you can have at a senior citizen's home. If you like the sound of. Yeah, it was good times. 1986. California night, cruising down the highway on a Volvo. But
My next question for you guys really is more about instrument tape, musicianship. You guys are all very competent musicians, as I've noticed.
Thank you very much.
I especially love how you're all very active on stage.
I don't move that much.
You're the drummer.
I don't move that much.
The central zone stays perfectly still. It's beautiful to watch while limbs are flailing about.
And Peter, I also noticed your on-stage jumping ability with the bass.
That brings you back to the Blink-182
Yeah,
styles that
yeah,
we
there we go. Yeah, I do jump sometimes.
seriously try to emulate.
I do that. I just like to move.
Have fun. Go out there, guys. Try it.
Yeah, you know, if
Shake that ass.
Don't stop looking at your shoes.
Fucking right.
you know, I
Stop
wish I could
fucking
remember what
shit.
band this was, but there was this one band that I watched, like, you know, some local band, and its point of my story is actually that I can't remember who they are, but I loved their music, and I was watching them on stage, and they were so boring to watch that even though it was sounding good, it was like, I don't want to watch this. And
Lady Gaga.
I don't remember who it was.
They were playing at the Lodge like a couple of years ago.
But I don't know. So I mean that's part of it. So I definitely move a lot more when we're actually playing a show than when we're just jamming ourselves. But I'm a mover.
We're having a good jam day.
Yeah.
Fudge just got like some lasers from work for looking at, not for shooting. Not yet, guys. And I got a laser system, so you know that's just really gonna up our jams to like have some nice visuals, and we'll maybe like get 6 fog machines in the tiny rehearsal space.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to rehearse with the fog machines, but we can bring them out to show.
I think we should drive with a fog machine. Everyone should drive with a fog machine in their car, and the world would be a much better place.
Yes.
I agree. I agree with
And
that.
lasers.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. All right, very cool. Now, my last question for you guys, really, Lethal Weapon.
Oh, I love it. Oh, well.
Actually, it's been a while since I've seen them because it's time to watch them again.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
We are.
Damn, Riggs, you really are crazy.
That's the one with Bruce Willis, right, guys?
Yeah. I think he directed it too. So.
Bruce Willis and
Yeah,
Chris
Bruce.
Rock, they're the best duo.
He directed.
You directed it?
He directed.
Sick.
That's why he's asking.
Dope.
Yeah, it was
That's,
awesome.
that's
all
why
comes
he.
back to Mel,
That's the one
see?
he says EPKA, right?
I
Yeah.
actually have a good drinking game for Lethal Weapon. Anytime like Mel Gibson is running after a car and like just drink, or anytime Mel Gibson goes like take a drink, or anytime he does like a roll, take a drink.
Oh, then you must be like drunk all the time.
Yeah, it works. Also, good drinking game. White zombie, more human than human. Anytime Rob
says
Zombie
human?
says, "Yeah," you like second verse in, you're tanked.
That is very true. That is very true. Oh yeah, summer 90, summer 98. It was a cold summer actually. It was the only time I ever saw people south of the Arctic Circle in igloos. Anyways,
Then I found Rosebud, my blood.
all right. Now I also have to leaving as I have to ask. Am I cooler than Larry King?
Yes. Wait. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, think about it.
Larry King now or Larry King then?
Man, me and Larry
In general.
King back in 1968, San Francisco.
Well, I've never met him, but I'm still gonna say yes.
That Larry King's cooler, he's cooler.
No, then
See, we have to say yes because if
Yeah,
we
'cause
say
he's
no,
here.
then
He's
who
here.
knows
We
what
gotta
he's
say
going to
yeah,
do with
he's
this
here.
footage in post.
I thought your shirt for a second said Dad Kennedy's. Like cover bands of like older guys playing
That's a Larry King.
music of older guys. Like,
What does that say?
Very cool. Must say, you guys are a very, very interesting set of a very interesting quartet.
cool.
Well,
Thank you.
Try.
I await your album release with
Mini-disc.
bated breath. With bated breath.
Floppy disk. It'll be 8 of them in a pack.
Go to surges.ca. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. You can do all these things, and then you too can have our release that is highly anticipated, as you just heard.
Also, email the band so Peter can email you every couple of days. Doritos. What's the band's email, Peter?
surgesband@gmail.com. But all that info and more is out at surges.ca. I sound like such a douchebag, but that's
Spell it out for us.
no, that's fine. surges.ca. Yeah. Anyways, so that's that. But yeah, and any album that we do release, like you said, will be on 3.5 inch, 3.25 inch floppy. So make
And
sure.
the 8-inch as well. That's the one before it.
Well, there was it 3.5 inch, 5.25 inch, and there was a 7 and something.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that too.
So
It'll be
go to
available.
Salvation Army and buy an old computer.
You know what we should do for shows? We should get like an external floppy drive. People can bring their own floppies. We just load it up, and
That's a good idea.
we're good.
Man, do you know how floppy disks? How many floppy disks you would need for just one MP3?
Unless we released our album in MIDI.
That's a good point, actually.
You would, for like a standard song, you would need about 4.
What about Doritos? They could probably just put that one.
Doritos would probably fit on one floppy disk.
So let's shorten your songs.
There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah.
All right.
Any last word? Oh, sorry. Go on. Go ahead.
Just wasted Doritos.
Any last words to the people?
Come
No,
see
I
us.
just did my spiel.
Come see us play. Follow us on the Interact with Peter.
Yep. And thank you, Daniel, for this interview.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
And
I'm not doing that. don't do that.
oh yeah, narwhal. No.
Wait, we're recording?
Thank you, guys.